Look at the rainforest. Isn't it so beautiful? Being the largest tropical rainforest in the world, it produces over 20% of our Earth's supply of oxygen and is home to over 3 million different kinds of organisms. However, the rainforest faces constant threats from mankind. Take a look at what deforestation has done, but it is also doing it so at a rapid pace. Habitat loss is an enormous issue, not only affecting animals, but us as well. Quality of life depends on the lives of other organisms, and destroying natural habitats, such as the Amazon, could be the end for us. Endangered animals are animals that are on the brink of extinction. There are over 16,000 species of plant and animals that are said to be endangered, and this number is steadily rising. Every animal depends on each other, whether it's a matter of mutual or parasitic relationship. Every ecosystem relies on its species, as if it was a stack of cards. Every card is essential to maintain the balance of the structure. An ecosystem is no different.
When trees in the Amazon are destroyed, we gain instant satisfaction with first world gadgets and products, but in the long run, we are definitely affected negatively. For examples, trees of that magnitude take decades to grow to full size again. In addition, this many animals make their habitat in the trees, and within and without the trees, where would their protection be? This is only brushing one of the reasons in why we should protect and conserve our natural environments, and how they affect us as well. Each individual effort is also an impact of the environment around us. Have you ever heard of a carbon footprint for each individual? If not, it's basically a calculation on amount of CO2 and waste that a group or individual produces in a course of a set amount of time. It is estimated that each person produces over half a ton of carbon dioxide per year. Some people may say the world is overpopulated, and in some cases it is. Even though this is a problem, there are partial solutions to the matter. Our planet, in fact, is able to house 10 billion people, and by destroying other animals' habitats, we are not being good neighbors. Endangered animals may not be able to talk, but if we were in their place, I'm sure that they wouldn't be so happy with the humans. It is estimated that between 200 to 2,000 species of animals are becoming extinct every year. This is anything but a good thing, and we are mostly to blame. Status of the environment is great to date, but the future of our planet is at risk. For example, if we take a look back to the effect that the animals have on us relating to honeybees, honeybees contribute over $40,000 of agriculture a year, and although they are helping us, we are doing very little to help them. In fact, last half decade alone, 30% of the national bee population has disappeared, and nearly a third of all bee colonies in the U.S. have perished. Our food needs to be pollinated by insects to continue to sustain themselves and produce foods and nutrients. Honeybees may not be directly related to your wrongdoing, but most of us have heard about using cleaners that are harmful to the environment. For example, if you take algae, it booms, rising with phosphate from products. You may see that the algae are completely controlling the environment around. This then causes a lack of dissolved oxygen in the water and kills off all the fish and other plants, decreasing all of the competition. This may have increased the algae's population, but the polluted water killed many animals and decreasing food sources for us humans. This is the case in nature. If soaps and cleaners were never released into the environment, this would never have happened. This taken into consideration proves that humans are to blame too. Without humans overhunting or disrespecting their environments, many of the extinct species would still be around. In the past, we have looked just at the short term, but now we know that the extinction of one species or the thriving of one species may cause for a long-term struggle due to our own human efforts.
So what do you feel like the Calgary Zoo does for conserving around the world?
We have a number of different conservation programs. The American Zoo Association has what are called SSPs, so Species Survival Programs. And there are a number of species that are involved in that, things like tigers, snow leopards, and a number of other species like that. So that means that there's a group of zoos in North America that coordinate their breeding programs between zoos so that you can breed unrelated individuals to one another, and they exchange animals between zoos so that they can have the best breeding of the best animals.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
mission that you would have paid to come in today, whether it's a school group or whether it's an individual person, a portion of that money actually does go to that department where it helps out hippos in the wild with the Wachowhippo Sanctuary, and it also helps out the black-footed ferret reintroduction project that we're working on, our leopard frog research project, and our whooping crane reintroduction project as well. So that's what the zoo is sort of doing. It's both in situ and ex situ. So we actually do want to keep black-footed ferrets back into the wild, as well as their prime food source, which is black juniper to put back into the wild. And again, just doing general research on wild populations of black depot side,
Yeah.
the neutral box.
Exactly, yeah, I understand what you mean.
And it's always way more.
So when we're watering the plants, we have certain water that we need to be tepid, sort of warm. So we use those to heat the water and stuff like that, and also contribute to the building and stuff. So basically, yeah, when they built this building, they're trying to do as much environmental work with it and to make it work, use a lot that way and save water. We have a cistern that collects all the rainwater off the building, or when the melting snow, we collect it and then we use that water because it's free of chlorine or any of the chemicals that the city puts in the water. So it helps the plants that way too.
Thank you so much.